Alright, okay. This is gonna be a tutorial video of how to play Beautiful by P.O.D. It's off of their new record, Murdered Love, which I think is a pretty good record. If you want to go check it out, check it out. Um, this song is fairly easy to play. I mean, it's in drop D, and I don't know, all I can say is that it's pretty easy to play. Alright, let's get started. So, what you want to do is get your index finger and your middle finger, and you're going to want to put it on the 7th and 6th fret. So your middle finger goes on the 7th fret of the D string, and your first finger, your index finger, this one, is going to go on the 6th fret of the G string. And then you're going to want to leave the 5th string open. So then the rhythm, it'll go like this. So you're gonna strum the fifth string. I'm sorry, in that pattern. And then where your fingers are, where I told you to put them, you're gonna want to go like this. You're gonna want to strum both strings. Nothing else, just those where your fingers are. So it's gonna go. In that rhythm. And then here's the little bit of a tricky part that they do. It's like a little lick. So it's going to be the 4th fret with your index finger on the 5th string, this one right here. And then you're going to want to, what they call it, a hammer-on. You're going to want to hammer on the 5th and the 7th. And how I do it is with the first finger, you just keep it there on the 4th fret, and then you add your middle finger on the 5th, and then your pinky on the 7th. And you're gonna want to hammer that on, so it'll sound something like this. So you're gonna want to hammer on from the 4th to the 5th, and then the 7th. But you keep your index finger on the 4th, so it'll be like this. So it'll be like that, like that rhythm I was showing you before. And then the next part would be the 4th on the 4th string, and the 6th fret and the 7th fret. Instead of using your middle finger, it's the index, ring finger, and pinky. And you're going to want to do the same thing that you did with this one, in that same thing, in that same motion. So it'll be like this. And you're going to want to keep repeating that and repeating that, those two sections that I taught you, until you get it right. into a flow. Yeah, that much. And then the last part of the lick after this part would be the 4th fret on the G string and the 6th fret. And you're going to want to play it like how you did with these. It's another hammer-on. And you're going to want to play it with your index finger and your ring finger. So like this. So then the whole lick in its entirety, it would be like this. And I'm adding a little vibrato right here, so it sounds, I guess, a little better. But yeah, so the whole intro, I guess you can say, it would be like that. Yeah. And that's basically the intro and the verse. The verse, the only difference with that is you're strumming this last string right here open. You're leaving that one open, just like if you were to leave the 5th one open. And you're going to want to come back. That part is the last string open. And then you strum where your first finger is on the 6th fret of the G string, like that. Like that. And that's during the verse sometimes, and I think it happens in the intro at least once, I think. Do it in that rhythm, with including that little lick. And then when it comes to the chorus, it's since you have it in drop D, you're gonna want to take this finger and bar it on the 5th fret, so it'll be like that. And then they do that a couple times. You would have to listen to how many strums you're going to be doing. And then the next chord would be another power chord. So it would be your first finger on the 5th fret of the 5th string, your ring finger on the 7th fret of the 4th string, and your pinky on the 5th fret right under your ring finger on the G string. And it would be like this. And then they add like this another little lick with the hammer on, and that would be your first finger on the 6th fret hammered, and then you hammer on with your middle finger the 7th fret. And this happens on the G string, and you're gonna want to pull it off when you hammer on the 7th fret. You're gonna want to what they call a pull off. So you're gonna want to basically strum the G string with your middle finger, so it'll be like this. It'll do that. When you hammer on the 7th fret, it'll go back to the 6th fret. So you're adding that little pull off. Like that. And then the next chord after that little lick would be open fifth, first on the second fret of the fifth string, the fourth string, I'm sorry. So, and it'll be in that rhythm. And then the next chord after that would be fifth open, fourth open, first finger on the second fret of the G string, and it would be in this rhythm. Just strum it once after that after the previous rhythm. And then they go back to the fifth bar chord on the fifth fret. And you're gonna want to strum the sixth string, the bottom one, and the fifth one when you bar that chord. So the whole rhythm of the chorus basically goes like this. From the chorus they go right back to the verse, so and that's basically the whole song over and over again repeated. I think there's a couple what they call octaves. I'm not too sure where they're at, and or anything like that. I know they happen during, I think, one of the choruses. I'm not too sure where they're at on the frets or anything like that. But if you want to learn those, or if you want to learn a better way how to play it, you would want to go to this website called ultimateguitartabs.com, and you'll find it there. You'll find the tabs there. I find that reading tabs is better than reading notes, because they actually tell you what finger to put on what fret and on what string. So if you want to learn the song more better, go to that website and listen to the song while you learn with the tabs. That's how I learned it, and that's how I can play it right now. So if you guys can give me some feedback on my lesson, tell me what I can do better, what I can go over more, just anything in general, leave them in the comments below. Okay? Thanks for watching. Hopefully this helped you out.